Welcome to a new episode of the podcast Immigration Law. I am attorney Fabio Loscerbo, and today we will discuss a very important judgment for anyone dealing with residence permits in Italy. We will examine why a criminal conviction by itself is not always enough to justify the refusal of a residence permit and what obligations the public administration has when a foreign national has established genuine family ties in Italy. Today's episode focuses on a judgment of the Regional Administrative Court for Emilia-Romagna, First Section, issued on June 9, 2026 and published on June 20, 2026, judgment number 1193 of the Court's Register of Judgments delivered in General Register, case number 230 of 2023. The case concerned a Nigerian citizen whose application to renew his residence permit was rejected by the Bologna Police Headquarters because of a previous conviction for a drug-related offence. The authorities considered that conviction on its own sufficient to refuse the renewal of his residence permit. However, the Administrative Court reaffirmed a fundamental principle of Italian immigration law. When a foreign national has genuine family ties in Italy, the administration cannot simply rely on the existence of a criminal conviction. Instead, it must carry out a comprehensive assessment of the individual's personal circumstances. In this case, the applicant had demonstrated that he was living with his partner and daughter in Italy and that he had regular employment. Despite this evidence having been submitted during the administrative proceedings, the police headquarters failed to give it proper consideration, merely stating that the applicant's observations did not justify a different decision. According to the court, this approach is unlawful, referring to the case law of the Italian Constitutional Court and the Council of State. The judgment explains that the state's interest in protecting public order must always be balanced against the individual's right to family life as protected by Article 8 of the European Convention on Human Rights. This means that the administration must clearly explain why, in the specific circumstances of the case, the criminal conviction outweighs the applicant's family relationships and level of social integration. For these reasons, the Regional Administrative Court upheld the appeal, annulled the refusal decision, and ordered the police headquarters to reconsider the application in accordance with the legal principles set out in the judgment. This decision reinforces an important principle for immigration practitioners. A criminal conviction does not automatically justify the refusal of a residence permit. Every case must be assessed individually, taking into account the person's family life, personal history, and degree of integration into Italian society. I am attorney Fabio Loscerbo. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Immigration Law Podcast. I look forward to welcoming you to the next episode, where we will continue exploring the most significant developments in immigration law and case law.